As I was sitting down to have a nice drink here in the morning, it's a smoothie, not alcohol, I came to the realization that there is something that I would like to talk about in regards to Fortnite. And so I started thinking about it, and I was like, this would make a pretty unique video if I were to do it on my channel. Then I proceeded to procrastinate for an entire day until this morning. And now, here we are. Today I am going to be talking about leveling in Fortnite and why I feel like it has deteriorated over time. This will not be a very long video, but I do just kind of want to go into detail with it because I'd consider myself a grinder. If you look at my level, then you know, yeah, I'm a grinder. Leveling up in Fortnite has become extremely easy ever since Chapter 2 began. Yes, there were seasons like Chapter 2, Season 2, where grinding could have been considered hard, but even then, I was able to get to max level Gold TNTina, and you know, that was still pretty difficult because of the XP gain that season and how it was all set up and stuff. It was very difficult to get to level 300. However, in recent seasons, I've been able to reach level 300 without even trying. Chapter 2 Season 8 was one of the shortest seasons in Fortnite by far. I think it maxed out at around 82 days or something along those lines, and I was able to reach a level, I want to say 310, without even giving an ounce of effort. Once I hit level 200, I stopped even attempting my challenges, and I was still able to get 100 extra levels by just playing the video game. So that should be saying something very, very clearly that Fortnite is not hard to level up in anymore. Now let's contrast this with back in the day. You see, back in Chapter 1, levels didn't really mean as much as tiers did. Back in the day, if you leveled up, you would get battle stars, and you would need about 10 battle stars to get one tier. This is very similar to the battle star system that we have today, but today's is a little bit different as you can choose what items you want in whatever order you want. Of course, there are certain prerequisite locked cosmetics that you need to get other stuff before you can get that, but it is mostly very free form. Back then it wasn't. It was very linear. In each tier you got something. Even if you didn't necessarily like it, it was still a tier, and you were working towards a common goal, getting the tier 100 skin. For a lot of people, you wouldn't get the tier 100 skin until near the end of the season. That's just how it worked. Unless you were one of those people that bought out the entire battle pass, which, you know, I wasn't. Excuse me. So you would have to level up, and one level equals like what, 5 battle stars, and every 10 levels you get 10 battle stars. And you know, that seems easy. You can go over level 2, level 100, right? No, back in the day you capped out at level 100, and that was considered top tier for an entire season. You would have to be playing daily to get there. Yes, daily to get to level 100 back in Chapter 1. You could get to max tier 100, but you couldn't get to level 100. And edit styles were also locked behind different weekly challenges. Sometimes they were locked behind fort bites, and back then grinding was just on another level. Now you just get levels. That's all it is. It's all about levels. It's all about doing things on the island to get XP, and it's about playing in a certain manner. You can get to level 100 within 2 weeks now. That was unheard of back then. I'm literally like level, what, 131 or something along those lines? I haven't actually checked. And it all just kind of becomes a blur of doing quests and leveling up and whatnot. Epic Games is very gracious with XP. Even when it seems like it's at a low point and you're not getting a lot of XP, you're still getting a lot of XP. Progress is very steady with Chapter 2 and now newly with Chapter 3. Now, I do kind of want to say I do miss there being at least somewhat of a challenge. I wouldn't mind it if I could still get to level 100 within 2 weeks, because honestly, I don't even really play as much as people might think. I have other things to focus on in life. However, getting level 100 is not hard at all. Just give me like, what, 4 days and I'll be there. Very, very easy, you know? I can tell you this right now, alright? Getting the level 200, it's definitely harder than getting to level 100, especially this season, as XP doesn't revert back to, like, what, 31k XP at level 100 to get to 101. It stays at 72k, but even then, I find myself getting at minimum 5 levels every play session. It's kind of crazy how easy it is to level up, especially with all the Winterfest challenges and the season quests and all that kind of stuff. It's just very, very, very easy this season, and it has been since season 1 of chapter 2. So what can they do to remedy this? There's not much that they can actually really do to remedy stuff like this. The best thing that they could do, in my opinion, is separate levels and edit styles. Make the edit style something that you have to grind levels or challenges for, so that in the future, if someone decided that didn't want to do their challenges, then they would miss out on extra styles. Because as it stands right now, you just have to level up past level 100 to get every style, and that's not hard at all. The most challenging stuff that we have in the game is the secret skin challenges, and probably the upcoming Haven masks. I'm actually very interested to see what those are all about. However, when it comes to just normal leveling, it's very sad. It's very sad that it's easy and it's not challenging at all. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I really do hope that they do something about XP grinding and all that. I also just kind of wanted to make people know that XP grinding, it's not hard anymore. People can get to level 1000 by the end of a season now with almost no effort, it seems. And I just want people to know that leveling up isn't necessarily hard if you just play the game at that point. Like, you can get to level 100 pretty quickly by just playing the game, doing your challenges and whatnot. They're not that hard. However, some people seem to have a negative stigma of those who are able to level up quickly. People that are like, touch some grass, and you need to go outside. They don't understand that leveling is fucking easy. They just don't play the game is the reason. I, myself, like to go outside every so often and just feel nature, and I'm still able to get to high levels, That's just kind of weird, in my opinion. Nobody knows what's going on in the background, and they just make blanket assumptions, and it's quite rude, honestly. It is quite rude. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. Here is my statement for today. I'm going to start doing these at the end of the videos. Try to be nicer to people. Try and be more open, and try to be more kind to others. You don't know what's going on in their life, and they don't know what's going on in yours. So just try and be nice, and if they're mean, then you can be mean back. It's as simple as that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video. Capiche?